In tech, if you are not upskilling, you are dying. And as a product growth and monetization manager who deals with this product, I always want to be the best. Our goal for this year, for next year, is to be the best, and I decided to go with data analytics, which is a very off-topic kind of thing from my current role. You might be thinking, why did I go from product monetization manager to data analytics to learn data analytics principles, Python, SQL, and Power BI. And in this video, we're going to be talking about all of that and more. I want to say thank you to Hack Sultan. I don't know if that's how to pronounce the name, Hack Sultan Adewale Yusuf, for giving me a scholarship because I'm actually studying with Old School. I'll be linking my referral code in the description so you can go buy a course and also learn data analytics using Old School because it's amazing. I'll be making a video about my experience with Old School, and you can also like and subscribe to be part of that video and just join the gang, right? When you place a prompt on ChatGPT does not have a brain of its own. What is the meaning of an avalanche? I don't even know the meaning of avalanche, but let's say you want to say what's the meaning of an orange. What AI is doing basically is to search the internet or the data set it was being trained on with millions and billions and trillions, if not quadrillion tons of data. Output of this AI, it's going to be based on the data it's being trained with. The power to be able to source this data, the power to be able to harness this data, visualize data, interpret this data, and then make meaningful informations, suggestions based on the data that has been harnessed and processed is something that is going to be so invaluable in the future. 2 weeks ago, I was watching this podcast called Lenny's Newsletter. Like always, I will put in receipts. In the podcast, he featured Naomi. Naomi Gates is the first employee, initial team of Facebook. She talked about how data-backed decision-making helped Facebook grow and outbeat competitors in the early stage of startup. So they went from relying on increasing their ad budget and just like increasing the amount they spend on ads to acquire users and all of that, to looking at the data, looking at where users dropped off, looking at where there could be improvement in the user acquisitions, looking at retention graph. And with the data, they were able to make more informed decisions. They improved the sign-up process. They got the 7 friends in 7 days retention framework that we're going to talk about in this video. Like and subscribe because we have a lot. We have a lot this year to talk about. Why guess if you can get the data? They had to make all further decisions based on the data they were harnessing. And why apps like Amplitude and Mixpanel can help with all of that. Like I said, the more power, the more domain knowledge you have in an expertise. We are building Gapp. I'm going to be making a video about Gapp and the journey, the customer success. These are some of the things that I really want to do. We really want to build this, and I'm learning data analytics in a way that we can actually get to the nitty-gritties. I get so passionate talking about this that I really want it to work, and that is why I'm getting into data analytics. A lot of things are going to be put down in the description. Check the timestamps. I want you to like and subscribe now. This is the 7th video we are making, and I show you that if you like and subscribe, the values of this video will improve. You can also comment in the comment section the videos you want me to talk about. In the Old School guide, in the study kit, we've learned about Python, learned about machine languages, high-level languages, low-level languages. Tech is evolving in the way that we're not going to need high-level languages very soon. We're not going to need Python. We're not going to need the way I'm speaking to this camera and you're watching it. It's the way we're going to speak to computers and they're going to create code. The proof for this is the 1983 Apple Watch. What's the reason Apple is really popular now is before then, people actually had to impute calculations into the computer. So you buy a computer, and before the computer was shipped out, people would actually 1 times 1 equals to 1, 1 times 10 equals to 100. Or is it 10? 1 times 20 equals to 20, 2 times 20 equals to 40, and so on. So people had to type down, and we evolved to a point where computers were able to think for themselves. And now the access and the technology behind computers are made it so that we can now code it. And when we code computers, they give us an outcome. I believe that in the future, we would be able to code solutions with our mouth. Hey, ChatGPT, please build this app. I want this feature to be this way. And I do not want to be a novice. Product management and product marketing are amazing tracks, are well paid. You have the same experience, they earn more than software engineers. But then, I didn't want to be somebody who didn't understand the way computers were built. I didn't want to be the kind of person who didn't understand the intricacies of Pythons and all of those languages. I wanted more power and more awareness in the tech space. And that's why I wanted to go into data analytics. I would urge you to learn a technical hard skill. Even if you are doing customer service, whatsoever, learn a technical hard skill. Because everybody's talking about AI and how AI is going to take over the world. I'll be linking a video here on my thoughts about AI and if it's going to take over the world. And I think you should watch it.